But we start this morning with the Ashes, and Aussie opener Marcus Harris has been axed from the starting 11 for the fifth and final test in Hobart. It comes as Sydney Centurion Usman Khawaja retains his place in the side, replacing Harris at the top of the order.
Following Usman Khawaja's heroics at the SCG, even for Marcus Harris himself, the writing was on the wall.
I think he knew it was coming.
Harris tallied 179 runs from his 4 tests this series, his best knock being a 76 in the Boxing Day fixture. Khawaja's back-to-back tons in Sydney, enough to oust the Victorian from the side.
Marcus has been really good. I think he's been growing with each game. He was a huge part in how we won that MCG test. It was a crucial innings. So he's certainly part of the future. Keep investing with him.
His omission marks the return of Travis Head following his COVID diagnosis, with Khawaja to move to the top of the order alongside childhood mate David Warner.
Really confident with Uzi opening. Class player. He can bat anywhere in the order. Even at the start of the summer when he was part of the squad. From the selectors' point of view and me as captain, I felt like he could bat anywhere from 1 to 6. He'll slot straight into 1. Everyone else stays where they are. Trav Head has really owned that number 5 spot in the first few games.
With the batting matters sorted, there's still a bit to consider on the bowling side of things, with Scott Boland to be given until the 11th hour to prove he's right to go.
Yeah, we think he should be right, but have another bowl in the nets. Seems like any wicket suits Scotty at the moment. It looks like a really good wicket. A lot of the Shield games here seem to be quite a few wickets, especially in the first few days. We haven't played a pink ball game down here, but it looks good.
The 5th Ashes test gets underway in Hobart at 3 p.m. Eastern, with live coverage on Fox Cricket starting from 1:30. Kath Durkin, Fox Sports News.
England paceman Mark Wood says Ben Stokes and Johnny Bairstow are in good spirits ahead of the 5th and final Ashes test. Both Stokes and Bairstow have been carrying injuries since the 4th test in Sydney, with plenty of doubt surrounding whether they'll line up in Hobart. Wood says both men will have the final say on their places in the side.
They're in good spirits so far. I think both of them, are pretty obvious characters to tell if they're not. So far they've seemed happy and they've trained as normal, and of course everybody knows that they're carrying niggles and knocks, but they're both two characters that don't want to give up easy, so we'll just have to see how they are in training tonight.
Wood himself says he's keen to resume his battle with Marnus Labuschagne, with the Englishman claiming his wicket 3 times this series.
He's one hell of a player, so I'm just pleased to get top players out like him. So hopefully that stays the same and I can keep getting the big wicket. But he's a guy that we certainly know we need to try and capitalise on the first 20 balls of his innings. Really put him under pressure there, because if he gets in, he does a lot of damage.
England are chasing their first test win on Australian soil in 11 years.